Okay, so let's say within a body of text, I need to have some words that are going to stand out. If I try to just select a word here and give it a different color, I can do that. But then I'm going to have to know exactly what that color is, and I'm going to have to apply it by hand and make sure I pick the right color every single time. That will probably drive you crazy in a really large document. So it's still selected, I just turned it red. If I look over at paragraph styles, it thinks it's body, copy, plus, right? I plussed it, I added red. If I make this into a paragraph style, it will change the entire paragraph to red. I can't have that. I only want one word to be red. So I have to do something to make it distinct. And to do that, I use a character style. Now it's selected, character style is up, and it's new character style, red. Make sure that this is checked on. Apply style to selection. That was the thing I forgot to say in the last earlier on tutorial, but now I said it. So this means that it actually is applied to that text, it's just not red. It really is applying this kind of little database functionality or XML to that piece of text. It's coded. So that if I now go to this one and make it red, and go to this word and make it red, or even a whole sentence. By the way, in InDesign, 2 clicks selects a word, 3 clicks selects a sentence, 4 clicks selects a paragraph, 5 clicks selects a story. And then I decide this one's red and that one's red. And then I decide I need that to be another color. It's going to be a lot easier to make sure nothing is selected. Double click this, go into the color, and change that color to magenta. And now they're all magenta instead of red. Or if I double click this and I go to basic paragraph formats, it's going to pick up whatever format is already in line with the text unless I tell it to be different. And now I'm telling it to be different. And so this will look horrid, but I'm going to do it anyway. Folks bold. And so now, it's not so bad. It has an inline style change. That's the raisin in the raisin bread. So that's when you use a character style. Now here's a weird thing. If I select this text, which is already using folks, and I click red, it'll just change it red. But if I select it here and change that one, it changes it to the character style of red, which is also using that new or other font. This one already had that font. This one, it changed the font because, yeah, this one had that same font on it, so it only changed the color. This one, it changed the font and the color. This one, I changed the font and the color. If I go back to this one now, and I do here for basic character formats, and I remove this altogether, and I click OK, it should go back. Isn't that cool? It is really cool. And so those are like the main tips. There's a lot more things that you can do in InDesign in terms of line spacing, letter spacing, kerning and tracking, working with images, and even drawing and working with other layers. But right there, those are the main things for laying out type. So I'm going to stop that.